Should I take this job? Should I go back into the matrix? Should I lead a life maybe that is not fully aligned with how I would like to be living? Or should I continue on this path? So less than maybe 4 or 5 months after I left my job, I get another opportunity for another job that is at a much higher level than I was, and even more pay than I was being paid, than I was already being paid a lot. So that is a decision I have to make. And it's a perfect example for you, or a case study that we can talk about when we want to answer the question of how do we take a decision that comes from a place of clarity and that comes from our heart. In this very moment in time, the problem is that I realize that parts of me want stability and safety and consistency and responsibility, and parts of me want freedom and truth and exploration and curiosity and adventure. And both of these parts are quite strong. So I ask myself, can I do that while still being in a 9-to-5? And the honest truth is, I'm going to be silent now. I'm not going to try and rationalize it. I'm really going to try and be in my heart center so that maybe here, right now, while I'm making this video, maybe I can get an answer.
A few moments later.
The reason I'm not able to make a decision that is final about whether I should go for a high-paying job or whether I should go for an unstructured life filled with adventure and learning is because there are clear obstacles and fears inside of me that I need to confront and I need to face. And sometimes the only way to confront these obstacles and these fears is to take a decision that makes you afraid and that makes you uncomfortable. So in a sense, if I'm able to choose the option that is less structured and that is less certain, then I will have to face the fear of uncertainty. And I will have to face the fear of not being able to make a livelihood for myself. And I will have to face the judgment and the fear of those around me as well, family and friends. And in doing that, I have the opportunity to break free from my specific conditioning and my specific fears, and to live a life where those fears are no longer there. So whether I choose to work in a job afterwards or not work in a job wouldn't really matter, because I will be free. My heart will be free. But the only risk here and the only fear that I have is that what if I take this step and I started this journey and I fail? And failure here doesn't mean not making livelihood. Failure means I fail to break through the fear. What if I become paralyzed by the fear and then I give in and then I'm not able to actually learn something and grow and evolve and internalize or integrate this new knowledge? Because that would be the greatest failure, to take this decision and then to just be constantly paralyzed all the time because my mind is constantly telling me what I'm doing is wrong, what I'm doing is risky, and I have no clear line of sight to anything that might be successful. So I guess, to be honest, what I need to do is I need to take this leap of faith. There is no guarantee of success. There is no guarantee that I will be able to break through my fears. But at least if I frame my decision in this way, if I frame my decision saying that I'm about to take a decision to lead an unstructured life of learning and exploration, the reason I want to do that is because I am so afraid of living a life where I don't have a clear line of sight to making money. And if I can break that fear, then I will have more room to move in my life. I will have more opportunities to take action that is actually aligned with my heart. So to answer the question, I guess, at the end of this video, it's very simple. To take action that is clear and aligned with our truth, action that is coming from our heart and from a place of stillness, it is not something that you do suddenly in your life. It is something that you nurture. It is a space and a muscle that you build towards by taking small micro decisions over a very long period of time consistently, where you're actually challenging yourself and dipping your feet into waters that make you uncomfortable and into spaces where you really feel that your fears are actually being triggered. That is a way to actually burn away all of these things, to actually surrender all of these things. You cannot surrender by imagining what it means like to surrender and playing that movie in your head. To surrender, you actually have to go through the muddy process of consecutive, iterative, consistent failure and fear, so that these structures and these forces that are part of you and these conditionings that keep you back, they slowly just loosen up, and you slowly are able to see through them, and you're able to take up a larger space in your life without being so afraid. So I guess this is not a story of romantic surrender and you find yourself and you find God and you find your calling. This is a journey, and every journey requires you to take steps, small baby steps in a certain direction. So if you want to take any action that is aligned with truth and aligned with your heart, don't think that this specific challenge that's in front of you right now, today, actually determines whether you are a person that can lead a life like that. This specific action, this specific choice you need to make is actually what determines whether you're moving in that direction or not, whether you will eventually become a person that can lead a more surrendered life or not. And that is the beauty of this world. It presents us with opportunities where we can grow. So I said yes to this new career opportunity, to this new job interview, and I will probably be interviewing tomorrow. But I think it's clear to me from this video that I do not want this job. So I will listen to what the interviewer has to say, and I will allow the space of the interview to happen. And if maybe something magnificent and magical happens and it fully aligns with the direction I want to take in my life. So I need to listen, I need to show up. But if it doesn't, and I do feel that there will be a compromise, then I think it's about time that I make a decision to lead an unstructured life of learning and adventure and exploration. And the beautiful thing is that sometimes when we're presented with a choice, by saying no to that choice, we're automatically saying yes to something else. By saying no to something that we think we really want because we're so afraid of the alternative, we're actually forced to say yes to that thing that makes us afraid. We're actually forced to say yes to that lifestyle or that journey that we have been trying to avoid for so long. I'll keep you posted with what happens. Whoever is listening to this video, wherever you might be in the world, I genuinely hope you can connect with these thoughts and ideas and that they might be marginally helpful for you in your life. I would really love to hear from you, your honest truth, your honest experience, your honest ideas and reflections in the comments section. Whoever you might be, I'm sending you a lot of love and light and wish you all the best. Much love.